Good day, this is Group 7, and today we will be discussing the Chapter 1 of our study entitled The Utilization of Used Tire as a Fine Aggregate in Concrete Mix for Road Construction. And for the background of the study, here's Cedric Domingo.
Concrete is one of the most important construction materials in building houses, bridges, and roads. With the harsh climate of the Philippines and the rising amount of pollution which contributes to global warming, the researchers decided to conduct a study on the utilization of fine aggregate to improve the durability of concrete while reducing its cost and being eco-friendly. The researchers chose this topic because of three main reasons. First is because it is in line with the chosen field of the researchers, which is engineering. Second, the researchers like the concept of an eco-friendly and durable alternative to rubber aggregate. And lastly, the researchers would like to show the importance of roads in people's daily living. Moving on, the most interesting subject the researchers found about the topic is the characteristic of concrete which contributes to durability, workability, and water absorption to produce a high-quality product. With this said, the researchers find that this study is significantly in line with students under the STEM strand, as it will give students knowledge and background information on the construction of roads. Furthermore, this study may also give students insights on the government's different infrastructure projects on roads. So, for the sake of the problem, here is Inigo Alves.
There are many accidents which happen in the country, and some of them happen due to poor quality of the roads. Tire is one of the disposable waste that could cause harm to the environment, which makes it a threat for both humans and the environment. And so, the researchers aim to produce high-quality concrete made of tire aggregates. The research question for this study are, is there a significant difference between the effectiveness of concrete mix with tire aggregate in terms of concrete samples' water absorption, durability, and workability? First is the water absorption. The researchers reason to test the water absorption of concrete sample is to identify if the sample could withstand the climate of the Philippines. And secondly, the durability. The researchers reason is to test the durability is to identify if the sample could resist various measurements of weight. And lastly, the workability. The researchers use to test its workability to determine the quality of the concrete sample. And for the second research question, does this tire aggregate improve the cement mixture for road construction? The researchers will observe if the concrete sample is better than other concrete mixture. And last question, is there a significant difference between concrete mix with tire aggregate and various concrete mixture? The researchers will compare the sample concrete to other concrete ratios. And for the significance of the study, here's Sean Montañez.
Generally, this study aims to determine the effectiveness of tire aggregate in concrete for road construction, and is expected to be beneficial for the following groups. First is the environment. Used tires are one of the major waste contributors in the Philippines, which leads to the pollution of the environment. This study will help reduce the number of waste tires thrown in the environment by implementing a new way to use and recycle waste tires. Second is the construction industry. The use of tire as an alternative to gravel in concrete will be greatly beneficial in construction, as the tires are relatively cheaper than gravel and can be easily sourced from junk shops and waste yards. This will reduce the cost of construction materials and improve the durability of the structure. Third is the community. One of the most used infrastructures in the country are roads, which are built at high cost and paid by taxpayers. This study will benefit the community as it will reduce the cost of road construction and also improve its durability, thus reducing the likelihood of repairs and obstructions in the road. Lastly is for the future studies and researchers. This study and its data will serve as a basis and additional information for the future researchers and studies in line with the topic. For the scope and limitation, here's Christina Dayandayan.
The focus of this research study is the utilization of used tire as a fine aggregate in concrete mix for road construction. So there are three tests to be done. These are the slump test, compression, and water absorption. For the variables of this study, first we have tire aggregate mixed with a concrete mixture for the independent variable. Next is the dependent variable, which is the durability, water absorption, and workability of the concrete. And lastly is the controlled variable, which are the amount of cement, water, and its size. Furthermore, the researchers expect hindrances that may arise in this study. First is the pandemic. This is why it is planned that the tests for this study are to be done on the respective houses of the researchers. Another one is the absence of a hydraulic test. Sadly, these tests cannot be done because of the lack of equipment. However, the researchers have another option, which is testing the function of weight and its distribution.
That ends this presentation. Again, we are Group 7. Goodbye and thank you.